Look at your phone, not at what is on it, at the thing itself. A small, glowing rectangle in your hand. It can show you a war on the other side of the planet, a stranger's face, a message from your boss, a perfect body, a collapsing market, and a video telling you why your life is already behind. And your brain is supposed to treat all of that as normal. It shouldn't, because the thing inside your skull was not built for this world. It was not built for screens, traffic, comment sections, alarm clocks, processed food, dating apps, fluorescent lights, or the quiet panic of having too many choices and no idea which one matters. Your brain was built for another world, a world that no longer exists. Almost everything around you has changed, but the thing experiencing it has barely changed at all. So, if life is safer than ever, why does everyone feel so exhausted? Maybe because safety was never the only thing your brain needed. Maybe because comfort is not the same as peace. Maybe because modern life solved the problems your brain understood and replaced them with problems it does not. For most of human history, your ancestors woke up into a world they could read. The sun came up. The group moved. The body followed. Hunger meant something. Cold meant something. A sound in the dark meant something. A face turning away from you meant something. The world was brutal, but it was honest. Your brain evolved inside that world. It learned to scan the horizon, listen at night, notice anger, remember danger, save energy, and stay close to the tribe. None of this was a flaw. It is the reason you are here. The problem is that your brain did not evolve to make you happy. It evolved to make you survive. And those are not the same thing. It would rather scare you for no reason than fail to scare you when danger is real. It would rather make you overthink a face than miss rejection. It would rather keep you awake at night than let you forget something that might matter tomorrow. This made sense around a fire. It makes less sense at 2:17 a.m. in an apartment, worrying about a sentence you sent in an email 6 hours ago. Your body is safe. Your brain is not convinced. Because the brain does not ask, "Am I comfortable?" It asks, "What could go wrong?" And modern life gives it endless answers. A bill you forgot, a message you did not reply to, a person who seems distant, a future that will not hold still. The ancient brain was built for short bursts of terror. A sound in the bushes, a chase, a fight, a storm. Then it ended. The group gathered, the fire burned, the night passed. But modern stress does not end like that. It sits in your calendar. It waits in your inbox. It renews every month. It has no face, no body, no final battle. So your nervous system stays half-lit, not panicking, not resting, just quietly preparing for something that never arrives. You call it burnout. Your body may call it survival with no off switch. Then there is attention. Before language, before cities, before money, attention was how life stayed alive. A movement in the trees, a footprint in mud, a change in the wind, a face going still. Your ancestors did not need to know everything. They needed to know what mattered. Now everything is designed to look like it matters. A red notification, a breaking headline, a new upload, a typing bubble, a stranger angry about something you did not know existed 10 seconds ago. Your brain sees novelty and thinks, pay attention, because in the old world, new information could save your life. But the modern world has learned to wear the mask of importance. So your attention gets pulled apart, not by one great danger, but by 1,000 tiny hooks. This is why you can spend a whole day doing almost nothing and still feel drained. Your muscles rested, but your attention was hunted. Then there is the body. For almost all of human history, the body was the only way to be alive. You walked, carried, ran, climbed, and rested because rest was earned by effort. Now the body has become optional. You can work without moving, eat without moving, socialize without moving, and be entertained for hours without changing position. You can live a whole modern day while barely behaving like an animal. But you are one. Then there is the tribe. Your brain was built to care what people think because rejection once had teeth. To be pushed out of the group was dangerous. That system still runs. But now, you do not compare yourself to 30 people. You compare yourself to everyone. Lives edited into proof that yours is not enough. A small, ancient social brain forced to compete with the entire planet. The modern world did not remove your instincts. It industrialized them. It turned attention, loneliness, desire, fear, and status into markets. And then it told you that failing to control yourself was a personal weakness. But how much of your life is really weakness? And how much is ancient machinery being pulled by forces it was never designed to resist? You cannot go back, and you probably would not want to. The past was violent, cold, painful, and unfair. Modern life is not a mistake. It is a miracle. But it is a miracle built faster than your nervous system could adapt. So maybe the answer is not to abandon the modern world. Maybe it is to stop pretending you are not an ancient creature living inside it. You may need movement because your brain trusts a body that moves. You may need sunlight because your biology still reads the sky. You may need darkness because your sleep was built before electricity. You may need real people because your nervous system believes in faces, voices, warmth, and presence. Your brain was never built for modern life, but it built modern life anyway, and now it has to live inside its own invention. A nervous system made for firelight, trying to survive under fluorescent bulbs. A tribal mind, scrolling through the entire species. A body made to cross landscapes, folded into a chair. A survival machine, wondering why comfort does not feel like peace. So the next time you feel tired for no clear reason, pause before blaming yourself. Look at the world you are asking your brain to live in. Then look at what your brain was made for. The gap between those two things is where much of modern suffering begins. And maybe the first step is simply seeing it. Not escaping civilization, just remembering that beneath the passwords, calendars, screens, cars, feeds, and fluorescent lights, there is still an ancient creature. Listening for danger, longing for the group, waiting for the sun, trying, in its own old way, to keep you alive.